Find out why the orc... Then I await your report. Well, with the Oblivion Gate near Leowin closed, I suppose the immediate threat is lessened. I will do as you ask. Let no one say Leowin did not do its part to uphold the Empire. Prompt attention to this matter will be rewarded.
What can I do for you? Take care.
Are you the Count? The Count? Then I can talk to you. I'm Mazoga. Yes, I'm an orc. I was born under a rock and I have no parents, so I don't need a family name. I guess you don't know how to talk to a knight, so I'll teach you. Say, yes, Sir Mazoga. I'm a knight, so say sir. Say yes, Sir Mazoga. All right then, just don't forget. I'm a free knight. I don't have a lord. You got a problem with that? You don't know anything about being a knight, so shut up about it. There's an Argonian named Weebamna in town. Go get him for me. Do you know where Weebamna is? I hear he's a hunter, knows all about the woods around here. Go tell him I want to see him right now. I'll meet him here.
Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience. Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her. The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon, and then again from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 each day. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
Treasure has to be true.
So, you're the famous hero of Kvatch.
I've heard others say the same. Is it always this cold up here? This weather would freeze the arse off an ogre. Be seeing you. You too.
I look forward to fighting these Daedra side by side with the hero of Kvatch. You too. Good day to you. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite. Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Cavain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass. Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass? Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea. You must be joking, right? Who hasn't heard of the greatest known hero of the First Age? Raymond Cyrodiil not only was the conqueror of the Akaviri forces, but he actually convinced them to help build the Empire as it is today. With such an empire at his disposal, he conquered most of Tamriel, except Morrowind, of course, and was crowned Emperor. In fact, he instituted the rites of becoming an Emperor, which included the construction of the Amulet of Kings. His alliance with Lord Vivek during the Akaviri invasion is just one example of his cunning and ingenuity. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game? I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Good morning. What's going on with you?
I've heard that the lords of Skyrim have been warring.
I'm not surprised. It seems that Skyrim is always involved in a border dispute.
Take care.
Bye. Hi there.
I am waiting. She holds public audience in the Great Hall on weekday mornings. If you need to speak to her, stop talking. Enough.
For you?
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
That's great.
Good day. You're the one that
I
saved
can't wait to
Shade and
get
Hall
back to
from that
Skinway.
Oblivion gate,
I
aren't
ain't
you?
cut out for this damn weather. What's going on with you?
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Bye.
Somerset Island become a much more dangerous place. Good day.
Remember Kvatch. That's our watchword. We won't let that happen here. Don't worry. Goodbye.
How long will Bruma need our help? Count Kero's orders were to return to Leeuwin as soon as Bruma was secure. Now. I can't stay long. Count Kero's orders were to return to Leeuwin as soon as Bruma was safe. Be seeing you. I always wanted to see the Gerald Mountains. Beautiful, aren't they? Almost makes you forget why we're here. Be seeing you. It's the waiting that gets to me. Why don't they just attack and get it over with? By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. Bye. Any time now.
The Mythic Dawn won't dare try anything now that the best soldiers in Cyrodiil are defending Bruma. Do you think the attack will come soon, sir?
It's the waiting that gets to me. Farewell.
Hi there. I'm sure all of Bruma joins me in saluting your help in keeping the hordes of Oblivion at bay. Farewell.
I'm Surotan, proud owner of Nova Roma, a little piece of Heartland Empire here in the lofty Gerals. No need to go to the Imperial City. Bruma may look like a Skyrim town, but we've got all the comforts of the warm Nibbanean south. We'll see. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Bye.